Hey everyone, this is Chris Crazy House, and I'm back again with a brand new video blog. Now there's this notion or this idea that there are black men who do not find black women attractive. So to dispel that and put out a positive voice out there in the ether of the ignorance that you find on the internet, I want to show that there is one black man who does find black women to be attractive. And I've selected a grouping of certain black women that I really like and I find very physically attractive. And I want to talk about how beautiful they are and why I find them attractive. Now, this has nothing to do with their politics, what they say, what they believe in, nothing like that. This is all just about physical looks. So don't send me any weird emails. I'm going to be playing a quick little ad first, and after the ad, we will get right down to the list of beautiful black women and show you what I like to see. I'll be back after this quick message. Alright, starting off with my number one draft pick is a Dominican pop star named Amar La Negra. And she, like I said, she's a pop star mostly in the Caribbean, but I know she does some performances in Europe as well. And just taking a look at her, she's almost the epitome of what I would call like my dream girl. Like when I first saw her pictures, the first thing I thought of was like, damn, she looks like one of my characters or something that I actually drew. Because just the way she looks and the way she presents herself is almost kind of like a character, but also accentuating these great features, natural features of black women. And you can see obviously with the hair, that afro, and the dark chocolate skin. That's all part of her persona. It's all part of her look, and it's something that she's always put up there and showcased as the way she wants to be perceived, and showing that yes, I'm beautiful this way. Because I'm sure everyone knows in the Caribbean there's lots of discrimination and colorism and racism going on with a lot of the dark-skinned people, the dark-skinned African people there. But this is a pop star who has decided, instead of trying to go the opposite way, which a lot of them do with bleaching their skin and turn themselves into an abomination, she's decided to accentuate her natural African features. And I've seen her, the first couple of pictures I saw of her, she was just doing some modeling. I didn't even know she was a pop star, but I saw like her modeling pictures where she was in more of a traditional African type garb. And even so, when she doesn't do, like I said, her persona is more with the makeup and stuff, but even when you don't see her looking like the kind of cutie doll type deal, she has other looks to her, and here's more of her natural look. And you can see she kind of has the braids, almost like a roundaway girl from back during the 90s. Very cute though. And I still like that she kept that natural style with the box braids, that box braid look. Very attractive woman. Moving on is another dark chocolate sister, and that's Lupita Nyong'o. Very beautiful woman as well. And what I really like about Lupita is the fact that she does wear her hair short natural hairstyles. It looks great on her, but also just her facial features. There's that whole idea of that black men don't like the way black women's facial features look, but I love it. Cheekbones, nose, mouth area, and those almond-shaped eyes. Very beautiful. I don't know why anyone would have a problem with that, but as you can see, she has a very gorgeous smile as well. Like I said, that short hairstyle, it looks great on her. I can't stand it when guys say, I don't like black women because they don't have any hair on their head, or they can or when you have that short hair, it doesn't look good on you. You can't look at this woman and tell me that she's ugly with the short hair. She looks absolutely amazing, in my opinion. Short hair or long, she's a beautiful woman. Next is an actress you may or may not know, and that's Tiana Paris. Another lovely black woman. I think she's American born. She always goes for the natural hairstyle as well, and a lot of her model work as well as her personal pictures. Very beautiful. Like I said, look at what I really like is the nose, mouth area, and the eyes. Very beautiful. And what I noticed, she kind of reminds me of someone that I grew up with. Like, I had a friend of mine that lived down the street from me when I was a kid, and she kind of reminds me of her older, Tiana kind of reminds me of the older sister of my friend. You know, very pretty smile. They have almost exactly the same smile. And that's what I like about her. You know, that smile is very much an endearing quality of black women. And I know guys like myself just love to see it. So like I said, the chocolate skin, the natural hair looks absolutely beautiful on her, and she's a beautiful woman, so I don't see who would complain about that or who would find this ugly. She's gorgeous in my opinion. Now the next one is more quote-unquote controversial. I don't find this controversial, but I've always found India.Arie to be attractive. Now I don't know, I've heard people make jokes about her looks, coming from black men mostly. As in fact, very recently, the rapper 50 Cent was trying to diss or make fun of some other black woman online and using this as a derogatory term, saying she looked like India.Arie. And I guess in order trying to say that India.Arie is ugly, but she is not. I've always found her attractive ever since I first saw her back in the late 90s. I've always enjoyed the fact that she seems to be more on the Afrocentric spiritual side. She has the look. You can see sometimes she paints her face, and she does her hair in certain styles. Chocolate Sister, very beautiful. I love her nose, her mouth, the cheekbone area. Just very beautiful. She has those great West African features that I love to portray in my work, but also that I just love looking at. And she almost kind of in some sort of way, sometimes kind of reminds me of my wife. Not all the time, but certain looks she gives sort of reminds me of the way my wife looks at times. But like I said, very beautiful woman. I don't know who would be crazy enough to call her ugly or say that she's ugly, but like I said, a lot of black males are kind of mixed up in the mind on that. Next one I have is the pop singer. She's from Great Britain, and she calls herself Moko, M-O-K-O, if you want to look up any of her work, any of her songs online. And that's how I first became familiar with her, as I saw one of her songs called, I think it's just called Your Love, or I Just Want Your Love is the way the chorus goes. It sounds like a song from the early 90s, but this song came out, I believe, in 2013. But also, once again, very dark-skinned woman, and she accentuates her natural hair. She has it in a very different style. That's what kind of caught my attention the first time I saw her. She has a very unique look to her. You know, she's on the smaller side. She's more petite, but still very beautiful. Like I said, you can see those cheekbones, the cheeks, the mouth area, around the nose. Very gorgeous. I love those features. I love her eyes as well. Her eyes are a little bit smaller than you would normally see, but just very pretty. And like I said, how could you not love that hairstyle and that skin tone? Now, not to be dissing the light-skinned black women, because I do believe black women are beautiful in all their different shades and colors. Here's another woman that I like, Solrock. Now, I like her more because of her lyrical content. I love her music. I've always enjoyed her rap music. She's more of an independent rapper, but she puts a lot of conscious ideas into her music. And if I was with a woman of this shade, I would want her to look more like this, with a more natural hair and more natural features. So like I said, she's very pretty though. You know, the eyes, nose, mouth, she has a very unique look to her. It's nice that she is conscious. That helps out a lot. And speaking of conscious, Another beautiful woman is another independent rap artist named Aisha Sekhmet. Now, I'm sure looking at her, a lot of guys, black guys, would probably say she's ugly right here or she's mannish looking, but that is not my opinion whatsoever. I think she's very beautiful. And she had some problems with her scalp and everything in her hair, where she had to actually cut all her hair off. But looking at her here, I think she looks beautiful. I mean, she looks like one of those African statues that you would either see in West Africa or East Africa. She looks just like something out of antiquity. Beautiful woman. She could easily be an Egyptian statue, or she could be, like I said, a West African statue or wood art. Very beautiful. I just love, like I said, I love her features. Look at the eyes, the nose, and the cheekbones, and especially from the just 3/4 view, she just looks great. So I don't see what's wrong with these features, but like I said, some guys just mixed up in the head, I guess. I don't know. Moving on, another beautiful woman. I've seen her pictures for a long time, and I use a lot of her pictures for body and facial reference and hair reference when I do some of my artwork for like more superhero fantasy types. And her name is Tiara Harris, I believe. I don't know if she's changed her last name because I don't know if she's been married or what. But very beautiful woman, and I always like more when she has her natural hair wigs on. She has short hair too, but she wears a lot of different wigs for different photo shoots. But I like her with the dreadlock look, or going on with her short hair. She's very beautiful. She's always been very fit, and she's up there in age now, but she still keeps very fit and still does modeling. Very good looking woman. I love her facial features as well. The eyebrows, the nose, mouth area, cheekbones. Very beautiful. This is an old school one for me, the singer Brandy. And what's funny to me is that Brandy's always been very popular when it comes to maybe her music and some of her movie roles, but I've never really heard her described as beautiful by a lot of people, but she is very gorgeous. Look at those features. Like I've heard people make fun of her features, but her features are very beautiful. And like I said about Aisha Sekhmet, Brandy looks like she came out of a picture or a statue or something from antiquity. If you look at the facial features, especially straight on here, you look at her facial features straight on, she looks like something right out of a West African statue, West African artwork. Very beautiful features between the eyes, nose, mouth, and face. Gorgeous woman. She's about my age now. She still looks good. This last photo, really I just wanted to show because I really like this photo, and it kind of exemplifies the two types of beauty that I do appreciate with black women. And they both have their natural hair. The more light-skinned girl, she still has her natural hair, still curly and kinky. She has those great features with the nose and the mouth. And you have the darker skinned woman, and she has her hair in the braids. It's kind of tied up. I'm actually going to use this look for the darker skinned woman for an art piece that I'm working on, for a fantasy art piece. So, like I said, I just love the way black women look. I am one of those black men that does still love black women and the way they look. I don't think that they're ugly whatsoever. And the last one is just showing you what the best quality of black women, physically, I should say. The best physical quality is your smile. And nothing melts a man's heart quicker than a woman with a smile. And in my opinion, black women have the best smile. It's gorgeous, and sometimes it's harder to get, but when you get it, it's well deserved and well appreciated. Chris Crazy House signing out. Peace.